right, well, those are free to play units. And that was also our first look at what is now officially being called the Unit Super Attack. So up until this point, we've been calling it the Partner Super Attack mechanic. It is, by the JP version, what they are calling it is the Unit Super Attack. So I assume that is what Global is going to be calling it as well. But we have information for the Awakening for Herculean Boo, the Exchange unit, as well as this Goku. Now, these are both Awakenings from the Story Stage free-to-play units, so keep in mind they are also getting EZAs. It's been confirmed. Take a look at their super attacks, and they do have data in here for getting the extreme, included in the name once it gets to Super Attack level 14. So they are confirmed getting EZA areas. It's already in the news. But what I did is I went ahead and gave translations to these units so we can sort of get an understanding of what they do now, so that we can, I guess, sort of predict what they're going to be doing once they get EZAs, because the EZA is not going to drastically change the unit. It's just going to make them better. Like, all the numbers are going to be higher and whatnot. So here is Goku. Super Saiyan 3 Goku starts out as Super Saiyan 3. He is a final trump card category leader as well as an int type leader. Super attack is just a Kamehameha. He causes supreme damage and lowers defense. I guess we can sort of guess from this information what he's going to be doing post EZA. Maybe greatly raising attack for 1 turn and greatly lowering defense, something like that. And then the passive is attack and defense plus 80% at the start of turn, and then he gains an additional attack and defense boost up to 30%. The higher the HP, the greater the boost, and then he lifts his transformation when conditions are met, meaning he goes back into base form, as you saw in the video we just watched. So pretty much just a hard hitter, and he's going to have pretty good defense. In terms of what they're going to do to him post EZA, I guess this could go up to 100%, this could go up to 50%, and then maybe he would probably get some additional effect or something. Maybe he gets like dodge or something. I don't know. Then he has Golden Warrior, Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, over in a flash, limit breaking form, shattering the limit, and supreme power as his links. And he's in Majin Buu Saga, Pure Saiyans, Goku's Family, Super Saiyan 3, Kamehameha, and the final trump card. So after I also forgot to post the detransformation conditions here, so I added a comment here. The conditions are after 3 turns have passed and HP is 80% or below. So it's not the worst transformation conditions ever. Being under a certain amount of HP is not the best ideally, but it's not bad. So that's that. Then we have the super attack and all the information for the, I guess, base form Goku, which is kind of backwards how we're usually used to seeing things. But the Spirit Bomb is going to cause supreme damage and superclass allies attack plus 20% for 1 turn. So that is the normal super attack. Then he has a unit super attack. Now the unit super attack has a condition. It can't always be used. That's why he also has a normal super attack here as well. But basically, the unit super attack is going to be doing immense damage instead of supreme, and superclass allies attack and defense plus 20% for 1 turn. So it includes a defense as well. So this is obviously a much more powerful effect, which is why you want to pair this guy up alongside the unit that you need to be with to cause this to activate. And I guess post EZA, this is probably going to jump up to 30%. So maybe like this would be greatly raises attack for 1 turn, causes immense damage to enemy, and superclass allies attack and defense plus 30% for 1 turn. That would be a nuts effect, but unit super attacks is not something you're gonna be seeing every single time. And then the condition for that to actually happen is you have to have an ally whose name includes Hercule that is in the Majin Buu Saga category attacking in the same turn. So it is pretty specific, but I don't think it's like super crazy to the point where it's like, oh, I can't even do this, because they're literally giving you a free Hercule and Majin Buu, who's going to count because it's not, his name doesn't have to be just Hercule, it just includes Hercule. So like any Hercule unit, Herculean Boo, we know for a fact we're going to be getting the LR Hercule EZA in part 2 as well. So there's a million different Hercules you can use for this. And then the passive becomes attack and defense plus 80%, which is the same. And then he gains an additional attack plus 20% per rainbow key sphere obtained, and attacks effective against all types if a rainbow key sphere is collected. So we only need to collect a single rainbow key sphere, from what I read from the card, to get attacks effective against all types. So that's pretty big. The only thing I would say is he does lose a bit of defense once he goes into base form, because he no longer has this portion. So I mean, we'll see what this becomes after EZAing. This is probably, again, going to stay at 100%, probably jump up to 100. And then this might jump up to like 25% per Rainbow Key Sphere. And that's, I mean, what else does he even need? I don't even know. And then his links are going to completely change as well because he goes from Super Saiyan 3 to base form. So he's going to drop all these links, and then he's going to pick up Saiyan lineage, Saiyan warrior race, all in the family, prepare for battle, and experienced fighters. Prepare for battle is pretty important to pick up, so that's not the worst thing. So overall, I think this is a pretty cool card. Now I'm glad that we're finally seeing these unit super attacks in action for it actually looked really cool. I liked how when he attacked with the unit on rotation, like that thing popped up, because they could do a lot with that, like the animation wise, like that's pretty cool. I like that a lot. The only thing I really wish they would have done is maybe added the voice for Hercule when he's like screaming at the at the Earthlings to give them the energy over. But all right, that's Goku. Let's move on to Boo. So this is Herculean Boo here. So Hercule and Majin Buu good. Leader skills Majin Buu Saga. Super attack is the Champ's Splendid Dance. Raises defense and causes extreme damage and lowers attack. Yeah, we haven't seen the unit do extreme damage in quite some time. I don't know if that's going to go to Supreme when he EZAs, just because it's meant to be like weak because it's Hercule. Like that's the joke. And then the passive is medium chance to evade enemies' attacks. So that's, I think, like at 25 or 30%. Reduces damage received by 30% when HP is 50% or above. So that's pretty much always going to be active most of the time. And then Majin Buu Saga category allies Ki +1 and attack and defense +10%. And then he exchanges with Buu when conditions are met. Now, the fact that he's a support unit is really good, right? When he's EZA'd, I can see this going up to Ki +2 and attack and defense +20%, which is nice considering that he also has damage reduction and a chance to dodge. So, yeah. And then the exchange conditions. Now here's where things get interesting. Exchange to Majin Buu good during the next attacking turn once damage has been sustained 5 times throughout the course of the battle. And then I made a little bit of a note here. I said, I assume this is talking strictly about just this unit and not like anybody receiving damage. I think that's just pretty obvious, but I just wanted to make sure people were aware of that, because I know I'd get a million questions about it. So once this unit has been hit 5 times, the next time he's on rotation, he will exchange into Buu. And that kind of makes sense based off of what the video was showing us. So that's pretty interesting and a unique way of doing, I guess, an exchange or a transformation. So I like that they're experimenting with these things. That's what we need this game to do. Now, this is interesting because this sort of has anti-synergy with the passive. Because the passive, you're getting a chance to dodge, which means this is not going to activate. Which is not the worst thing ever, because this guy's actually going to be a pretty good support unit for the Majin Buu Saga. So if you want to run this guy and his main role is a support unit, like that's definitely not the worst thing ever. Plus, if you're going up against Super Battle Road, like having a chance to dodge as well as damage reduction, like that's a really, really good thing to have in there. So this guy definitely looks pretty good. Also, he lowers attack too, so a lot of utility coming out of this unit, even before he exchanges. Links obviously are not going to be super good just because he's Hercule, but he has World Tournament Champion, Champion Strength, Hero, Money, 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 Bravery, Supreme Power, and Shattering the Limit, and he's on Majin Buu Saga, World Tournament, Earthlings, and Saviors. And then once he exchanges into Buu, he gets the Super Attack, which is raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes supreme damage and lowers attack. Probably changes to Greatly Raise for 1 turn and Greatly Lower Attack. Maybe Greatly Lowers Attack. If he Greatly Lowers Attack in both after EZAs, that's going to be a big deal. Then the passive is very short. You generally don't see units with such short passives these days, but attack and defense +70%. And then he gives Majin Buu Saga category allies Ki +2 and attack and defense +20%. So he's becoming a better support unit for the Majin Buu Saga category once he's exchanged. And I mean, this is probably going to turn to Ki +3 and attack and defense +30%. So a support unit that can do that for this category is going to be nuts, because you can just run, like, okay, so the best leader for this category right now is going to be the Vegeta, obviously, the Goku and Vegeta that we got in part 1. So if you just throw a bunch of units on there, like, this guy can help tie that team together even better than it already is, because that team's already one of the best in the game. And you just have this guy floating around, like, because this is not going to be a difficult exchange to get active, I don't think. It's completely dependent on how many attacks are being aimed at the last slot, because this guy's going to be a floater until he's exchanged, right? So, I mean, once this guy comes out, I think if he actually does give 3 Ki to the whole rotation, that's going to be super, super helpful. And then basically his entire link set changes, except for Shattering the Limit, to, pretty good Majin Buu Saga links here. So That is basically what we have here for now in terms of the units. So other than that, we have some other tweets that I put out. I had Truth send me some screenshots because I can't get my JP Dokkan working, having issues, but that's whatever. So JP Dokkan is getting new stages of Extreme Super Battle Road. It doesn't say what they are, but they're getting new stages. And in the new stages, you'll be able to Easy A this Goku. So yeah, I still use this guy on my teams. Like, this guy's still good, even uneasy A'd. So I'm like terrified of what this guy's going to be when Easy A's. I assume these are going to be category extreme stages of Super Battle Road, so we will see. Also extreme and super class too, because up here, the bottom half of this news post is talking about missions associated with the new SBR stages will grant special skill orbs specifically for, and it says right here, super class, extreme class, and categories. So I assume these new stages are at least going to encompass an extreme version, basically a much harder version, of both super and extreme, as well as some categories. So I guess we'll see what they actually end up doing with this, but I mean, this guy's Easy Yang is going to be nuts. And I just want to pop over quickly to the game on Global, because we actually do have some news in the news tab. So here we have the new events, or new stages being added. Has this in the news here, which is nice because I haven't actually started doing the story event yet because I knew that was coming, so I didn't think there was a point in doing it yet. Next, we have a new stage of Infinite Dragon Ball History, which is also going to be available on JP as well. I just think it's easier to read the English version. So we have stage 10 coming. Face off with multiple powerful enemies in a series of fierce battles. I assume this is going to be basically following the rest of the Majin Buu saga. So up until now, we basically ended with Majin Buu during the Babidi's Forces stage, and we'll probably be going through the end of the Majin Buu saga with this, probably ending with Kid Buu or Spirit Bomb Goku. Lastly, we finally have Extreme Super Battle Road coming to Global. Now, it's kind of bittersweet because Global is only getting the first 10 stages. It says right there, there will be 10 stages in total, and each stage features a type. Will you be able to clear all the stages? And then it gives us the Easy A for this Gohan. So, looks to me like Global is going to be receiving the first 10 stages, which is fine. Still a lot of content. And JP is going to be getting extra stages on top of what they already had. So, yeah, that's what it looks like we're getting. We'll see if we get the Twitter reveal for the LR Vegeta later today. But if not, hope you guys have a good one. And I will see you all in the next one.